Hi class. Well, I talked today about maybe sending you some more homework. So I found two more pages I'd like you to look at this week. And if you do all the reading and all the thinking during the week, then when we're in class next Monday, we can do more talking. I think it worked really well today, lots of talking. So I want us to be able to do that again next week. So the first page I'm going to send you here, eat, drink, and be merry. We're going to start off in class. We're going to be talking about what did you eat and drink yesterday. So make a list about what you ate and drank yesterday. So this is maybe on Sunday, you can think about Saturday. And then on Monday, we're going to look at the list and see what did people eat, which things were healthy, which ones weren't healthy. Then we're going to read the story, How to Live to be 120. So we have a story here about Klaus and Elvira Bonrich. Read the story, then see if you can answer these questions. What is their extraordinary ambition? So an extraordinary ambition, something they want to do that will surprise you. What are their jobs? What kind of food do they eat? Do they cook any of their food? Okay, so read the story, think of the answers. We'll talk about it in class on Monday. So the next page I want us to look at is page 31 here. I'll send you this as well. So first we're going to look at countable and uncountable nouns. So countable is something you can count. Uncountable, you can't count. So let's have a look at apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 apples. So I think if I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, it means countable. What about meat? 1 meat, 2 meat, 3 meat? Can't really count it, can we? So have a think about which group is countable, which is uncountable. Then in part 3, we're going to work together and complete the questions and answers about the diet with the nouns from exercise 2. So the diet means the things that you eat. So first question, do you eat any meat? No, we don't eat any. What word do you think will go in there? But we eat some. So something else will go in there. So one of these, we're going to be using these words up here in these gaps. So homework, see if you can work out what goes in the gaps. Next Monday, we'll partner up and we'll check our answers. And then on Monday, we'll listen and check. So I won't send you this to listen to because I want you to think about it yourself, and we'll listen on Monday. Next part, this grammar spot over here. Look at the expressions of quantities in A, B, and C. Which group go with plural countable nouns? Which go with uncountables? Which go with both? So having a look at group A, how much? So if we're using that word much, do we use that with countable or uncountable nouns? How much? Think of how much coffee, how much milk. Coffee and milk, are they countable or uncountable? How about how many? So now we might be talking about apples. How many apples? Countable or uncountable? Our final group C, some or any. So is it plural countable, plural uncountable, or both? And see if you can find some examples in the interview in exercise 3. So in here, see if we can find some countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Looking at part 2, much and many. They're not usually used in positive statements. When do we use them? Correct the sentences. So if we're talking about positive statements, that means something we're saying yes to. So we don't use much and many. We use something else. So there are many books in my bag. Oops, wrong. What word should we use instead of many? How about there's much homework tonight? Oh, wrong. What are we going to use instead of much? Okay, and the final one, look at these sentences. Which is a request? So which one is asking for something? Is there any orange juice? Can I have some orange juice? So which one is a request? Part 5, we're going to work in small groups and talk about the Bonriches. So that's the people on page 30. What do you think? Do you think the Bonriches eat and drink the things in the box? Discuss with your partner and complete the list. So we have cereal, tomato, pasta, apple juice, tap water. Do you think they eat any cereal? Yes, I think so. Maybe just a little, not much. What about, it might be, what about bananas? Do you think they eat bananas? Do you think they eat any nuts? So we're going to make a list of the things they eat and the things they don't eat, and then we'll have a compare them in the class. So the last part will be a chance to talk about the diet. So what do you think of the diet? So that means, what do you think of the food that the Bonriches eat? Is it a good diet? Is it a bad diet? And do you think the Bonriches will live to be 120 years old? Do you think they will live that long? Why or why not? So it'll be a chance to talk in the class. So some people might say, yes, they will. Why? Other people say, no, they won't. Why not? Okay, so that's the homework. I'll go and send that to you now, and then we'll be able to do lots of talking about it next week. Okay, see you on Monday.